everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm coming at you with an interesting video. Today I want to talk about more water purification. In my hand here I have a green bottle. This is full of creek water that I found from a local stream. I picked it up. The water appears to be pretty clean looking, but I'm wondering if it's pure, if it's been purified obviously. So I don't want to drink it yet until I purify it. So in this hand I have a small piece of bank line with a water bottle. I have a clove hitch and a bowline on this end up here with my finger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang this water over the tripod, over the fire, and purify it. I want to share with you this technique of doing it over fire and without the risk of burning your water bottle, because a lot of people would probably think that your water bottle would be at risk, and it is if you let a lot of flames touch it. But if you keep the flames just barely touching the bottom of it, the water inside the bottle will keep the plastic from burning. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So I'm going to fill this up because I want about that much to drink. Put my lid back on here. I'm going to leave the lid off of the top of this. I have a toggle underneath my tripod here, and I'm just going to hang my bowline around that toggle. So I'm basically going to run it through and run it back through so that my water bottle can hang. Now I want the flames at best to just barely touch at the bottom of my bottle. No, I don't want big old flames up in here, because if that happens I might burn my string, the water bottle might fall, things of that nature. So I have to have a very controlled fire. And that's not too hard to do, but you have to have a lot of patience, and you gotta kind of have to pay attention to your fire and make sure you're watching it. Don't put too large of pieces of wood on it, otherwise they'll take off and they'll get too high for you. So just a couple, 2-3 sticks at a time, plenty of patience, and this water will be purified and boiling before you know it. So I would say that is probably about the max amount of wood that I'd recommend putting on that thing. So we'll give it a little time and I'll be back with you in a few. One thing that I forgot to mention is that the legs of this tripod, you can manipulate the legs of the tripod to position your water bottle according to where the flames are. So if you're getting on too many flames or something like that, just move your tripod a little bit and see how simple it is to move that water bottle around. So just manipulate your tripod in accordance to where your flames are, and you'll be good to go. Okay, right now you can see that the water around the edges of the water bottle, you can see those little bubbles. Okay, now those little bubbles is the starting sign, I guess you could say, to the water boiling. See these little bubbles on the bottle? Another thing that you'll notice is the water will start to get larger, I guess you could say, and it'll start spewing out of the top and dripping onto your fire. Sometimes that could be a good thing, because if your flames are getting a little high, it'll shut them down a little bit. So I'm just putting a little bit of bark on here, and I'm going to continue this process. But the main thing is stay patient. Okay, I'm just taking little pieces of bark. Another thing that I forgot to mention is the reason why some of the water might be coming out of the top. It could be because the water bottle is being melted a little bit, and it's getting smaller as a result of being melted. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, watch very closely. You'll see water, or excuse me, you'll see bubbles inside, going from the bottom to the top. See that? You just see these little bubbles. Watch. See that? You just saw one. There's another one. There's another one. That right there, my friends, is a boil. If you let this sit at the current state that it is right now, and you keep seeing those bubbles like that, going from the bottom to the top, let that boil for about 5-10 minutes, and your water will be purified and ready to go. It doesn't have to be a big old massive rolling boil like you would think. Okay, that kind of boil works great, but it's honestly kind of an overkill. So this is really all the boil you need. It takes 212 degrees to get water to a boil, and we've reached that. You can see in the background that the flames are just barely touching the bottom of the bottle. They're just barely dancing at the bottom of the bottle. And that's what you want. If you start getting big flames and they get the first thing, and they start touching the bottle a lot, the first thing that you'll notice is your bottle is going to shrink, and it might even burn a hole, and your water is going to go all over the fire. So just let them touch the bottom, nothing more. There it goes. There it is. Okay, that water has had plenty of time to boil. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cap here, and I'm going to put the cap back on the bottle, and I'm going to remove it from the situation here. Now you got to remember, everything is real hot still. This toggle, I'm just going to unthread this toggle. I leave that toggle there. Whoops, I'm sorry. Looks like that might have been out of camera view. I'll put the lid on, and this water can now chill, and once it's down cool enough where I can drink it, then I'll drink it. Now what I was mentioning earlier is this toggle. These toggles, I basically take a little piece of bank line, number 18 I really like, and I tie it, you know, that's what I use to make my tripods and things. I like number 18 because it's a lot thinner than number 36. And so I take these little pieces of wood and I make these small toggles, and they work really good for hanging things like that. And plus you can put your tripods together. So I'm going to let this water cool, and we'll be back, and I'll be drinking it. Okay everybody, I know you can't see my face, but my water has had plenty of time to cool. It's down, you know, to a temperature where it's manageable to drink. You can see the deformation of this bottle, so that's because obviously I was boiling it over fire. So, and you probably see this Dutch oven behind me, and you might be wondering what's going on there. So let me go ahead and share that with you. What it is we made a peach cobbler today, and I'm getting ready to have some. If you haven't seen my peach cobbler video and you're interested, feel free to take a look at it. I'll try to post a link to it here for you to find it very easily. Very simple peach cobbler recipe. So I have my water right here. I have my little pan, my little spoon. I'm just going to dig into there, get a little bit more peach cobbler. Oh, that stuff is good. This is good eating. Very simple to make, and it is good. That's what I'll be enjoying here pretty soon, along with this water. So I'll see you in a second. Okay folks, I'm back. I have my purified water. I'm going to put that in my chair here, and I have my peach cobbler. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm just enjoying life. Let's take a bite of this cobbler, and we'll try that water here in a second. That is good. Still hot. Delicious. It makes you thirsty. So I'm glad I have some good purified water. Tastes good. More cobbler. A lot of people don't understand how simple this cobbler recipe is. It's very, very easy. I learned the recipe from my grandfather's best friend. I think we were at a family reunion or something, and he always goes, even though he's just his best friend. He's like family. I call him uncle, in fact, and he likes to go with us. We consider him family, and he was sharing this. He cooked a bunch of this for probably 40 or 50 people, so it was pretty simple to learn because I got to see him do it on a big scale. In fact, I helped him with it. There's one component that I forgot to put in the recipe today, and that was cinnamon. Cinnamon makes it real good. It's good without it, but cinnamon sure beefs it up a little bit. The one I made today is 3 basic ingredients. It's peaches, obviously, a white box cake mix, and butter. That's it. So go check out that video if you're interested in me sharing with you how I like to make peach cobbler. I keep looking at the clouds in the sky, and I'm starting to wonder if we got some rain coming. Forecast calls for it. In fact, I'm hearing thunder in the background. The weatherman says that it's going to rain, so we're prepared for that. We have tarps, and we have more tarps and backup tarps. Plenty of paracord and bank line, so we're set. Plenty of meat, plenty of food, and plenty of entertainment. So anyway, I want to say thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment, like, share this video, thumbs up. If you like the content that you see on my channel, please feel free always to subscribe. And as always, have a beautiful day now. Go out there, make you a fire, make you a tripod, and purify some water. Drink it. And maybe if I'm lucky, maybe you'll have a peach cobbler too. Thanks for watching. Bye. There's one more thing, everyone, that I forgot to mention. And that is, when it comes to boiling water in a plastic bottle, it doesn't matter the size of the bottle. I mean, you could use a big bottle like this or a little bottle like this. It does not matter. The technique is the same. Anyway, bye.